Just a very quick one, Anushka, thanks very much indeed for talking to us. So, big meeting today. What are investors looking at in this crucial tie-up today between Russia and Saudi Arabia? How is it likely to affect what investors are thinking about?
Thank you very much, Devin, and a very good day to you. I think the dissension with Russia and Saudi, we are going to see some settlement being reached, but markets are still going to be very volatile. And if we do see, any action being taken, we should start seeing that being reflected very strongly and more positively maybe around May. But I think at this point, the talks are still, will be carrying on. But I think what markets are looking at is, how does companies actually manage themselves through this volatility. And a couple months ago, Risk Insights launched a model called the ESG EPS model, which basically looks at the environmental, social, and governance aspects of navigating companies through torrid times like this. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that we had conducted was looking at companies rated on the JSE, what would be the ESG outcome. And of the 384 companies on the JSE, almost 31% of the companies had very, very high ESG ratings, and around 32% had a very, very low ESG ratings. And what we've seen through this volatility has been very interesting, because stocks that had high ESG ratings have been less impacted, through the COVID crisis, as well as the downgrade in South Africa, as well as the Russia-Saudi talks on the oil prices. So we're definitely seeing that sustainable companies that have good ESG ratings will navigate much more strongly through these times. So investors are looking at sustainable companies and looking at the ESG ratings quite strongly. So impact investments are going to be really affected.
I've got 30 seconds. I must just come in here. So it's been a horrid couple of weeks for some stocks, double-digit plunges, and equally some very interesting recoveries. You telling me that if those environmental and social factors of a company are strong, we might see that recovery being a bit better when this lockdown across the globe is lifted.
Absolutely. And I think the more companies are positioning their disclosure reporting on environmental, social, and obviously strengthening their governance processes, they will navigate through this crisis not untouched, but actually better than peer groups, as well as other companies globally as well as locally.
All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much indeed. With the JSE about 17% lower than it was a year ago. Thanks very much indeed for those insights. Anushka Bodganov, the MD of risk management company Risk Insights.